Exquisite Queens, welcome back to my channel. So I'm using the skin wipe to wipe my face before I take my eyebrow brush to comb my brows, as you can see. Then I pick my setting spray a bit on my face, use my hair tissue to dab the spray on my face. I pick the pots which controls the oil on my face. That is why I use it whenever I'm preparing my face for my makeup. So I apply it on the important part of my face, as you can see. Then I blend it to my skin with my hand, but professionally when I'm doing it on a client, I use my brush to do that on the client's face. But since I'm the one applying it, I decided to use my hands, which was well cleaned with my wipe before I started. Yeah, so I do that, make sure it's blended well everywhere to my face. Yeah, it prevents oil, so if you have oily skin, it's good. So I pick my primer from Wet n Wild and I apply it to the important part of my face, which is my under eyes, my forehead, my nose, and my chin. Then I blend with my fingers as usual to the skin again. So the primer basically holds the foundation. Okay, that's what it really does. But you can as well book me for a physical class to give you more of what the primer does for the face too as well. So I blend it out to my skin. Then next is my orange corrector, which I use to hide any dark parts on my face that I feel it should be hidden. Yeah, so that's what it does. So that's what I'm doing. And then I pick my gloss to glow my lips. So then I go in back to my fingers again to blend out the corrector to my face. I like using my fingers though, it's faster. Yeah, so I blend it well to my face till it's uniform. So as you can see, it's still being blended with my fingers. I have magical fingers, you know. God has blessed me with the magical fingers. It works faster than a brush. But I still use brush though when I'm doing it for a client. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing on my face, using my fingers to blend my LA orange corrector to my face. So every part that I want to darken. People think you're used to cover spots. Yeah, you can as well do that too. Then I pick my shea butter to moisturize my neck and my shoulders. Yes, my shoulders. It makes the skin shining and soft. I really love shea butter a lot. It does the magic for me. Next I pick my Illuminati glow liquid to give that glowing look before I apply my foundation. So I basically put a bit on my face and I blend it out to my skin. So I do the same for the other side of my face. So to the part that I want the place to glow, that's where I apply. So if you want the entire face to glow, then you apply it to the entire face. A bit, it shouldn't be too much. Yeah, because it's liquid, it shouldn't be too much. We have the powdered one. So, so I keep blending it out. It's very important to blend. So my foundation is from Blossom in US in the shade 06. So it's a baby skin foundation, and I apply it to every part of my face, which goes to my neck. Yeah, and my fit in Maybelline dark in cocoa. With that one, I pick my brush to dip into the liquid and dab it on my face before I start to blend everything out. Yeah, so dot on my face. Then I pick my setting spray again and I spray my face. I do that because it helps the blending to be very smooth. And I go in for my face flat brush from BS Small to blend out the foundation to my face. And when you're blending is very key when in the makeup process. So when you're blending, you have to blend so well that every part of your face is blended. You get it, to your ears, to your neck, to your chin, to your close to your ears and all that. It has to be blended. So to the brides that have dresses that covers their neck, with that one we don't really go that much. But if it's the dress is revealing, it's going to reveal your neck and your shoulders, all have to be blended, because some people, their neck do not match their face. So that process is there as well. You just have to book me and I will slay you to your satisfaction. Yes. So if you just joined this bridal look on a caramel skin, it can be done on a dark skin, a brown skin, girl. So still blending the foundation to my face. And if you covered your hair, you have to make sure you blend it as well to that part, to your baby hair and everything. So to the neck once again. I love to blend, so I take my time in blending though, because if you don't blend well, your makeup will fall out when everything is done. Yes, so you have to blend. And the BS Small flat brush foundation does the magic for me. I think I'm falling in love with it now. It's a new tool that I got for my makeup box, so I've been enjoying it for some time now. Yeah, and I recommend you to buy it so as well. So as you can see, I'm pulling my cap back so I can blend my forehead to my baby hair too as well, so everything becomes uniform. I don't want to be done in I've done one part and left the other part. Yeah, so when you're blending, make sure every part is blended. Blend is very important, and it's a skill. You have to know how it's done. Then you go back to your neck again, to your face, to your nose, to the side of your mouth, and to your eyebrows though. Yes, and back to the hair. Blend. Then I pick my beauty blender to dap the foundation to my skin so well, and also absorb the excess foundation on my face. I don't want to use big makeup terms that you won't get it. I'm using terms that are simple to understand, are simple to relate to, so you can also do some too for yourself. So the beauty blender does the magic as well. And back to my eyebrow brush. Yeah, now I'm coming to start with my brows. Yeah, so my eyebrow brush to comb brush again. So with a pencil, I use the Evita Joseph brow pencil in chocolate number 202 to draw my brows. And as you can see, my brows is very bushy, but I decided not to trim my brows because some of the clients don't like it when their brows are being trimmed. So this makeup tutorial is for them too as well, that hey, your brow can be bushy, but your eyebrows could as well be done and you'll still look snatch. Yes, so you do the same process for the other part too as well. Yeah, so So you do that. And the entrance of the brows too, I fade it by making the strokes in front of it, not too deep, very light strokes. And then I go in back to the back of the brows. Then I go for my Level Beauty Perfect Eyebrow Pencil in color 002 as well, to deepen the corner of my eyebrows, to deepen the tail of my eyebrows, yes, and also to deepen the line that I drew earlier. And my LA Pro Concealer for my below brows, I use a lighter shade, and the top of my brows I use a darker shade. So the darker shade I go in for my foundation, Maybelline Fit Me and Brown Cocoa. That would be for the top for my eyebrows. But below my brows I'm using LA Girl Pro Concealer in Fawn. Yeah, that's what I'm using, a lighter shade to my foundation. So I begin in the middle of my brows, down to the tail of my brows to where my tail ends, to correct my brows and make it look like the shape I want for the video. And then go in for a shade which is close to my skin for the beginning of my brows, so it looks more natural, since it's a natural look. Yeah, and I blend it out to the lighter concealer that I used earlier on. As you can see, and I go in and blend. You can never skip blending in the makeup process, so you have to really learn how to. So I pick back my foundation that I used earlier for my face, for the top of my brows, which is close to my foundation. You can as well use a concealer which is darker than your foundation for your top brows, and then you blend it out to your face. And then I go in the same process. I do it for the left part. I start in the middle of my eyebrows, and from there to the tail of my brows, where the tail ends, to give my shape that I want. So I basically do that to correct the excess pencil that came out when I was drawing the eyebrows. Yeah, basically that. And then I blend it out to the skin. Blend. Never stop blending. I go in once again for the darker shade to my foundation for the top brows, as you can see, guys. And I used to correct the excess pencil on the top, and then I blend everything out. Then I pick my brush, which I use for my blending brush, which I use to blend out the concealer to my face. So I'm blending the concealer that I did to correct my eyebrows to my face, but in this portion to my eyes, so I don't have to use another concealer for my eyes again, as a base for my eyes again, for my eyeshadow again. So I'm blending it out. Since I've already done my foundation process, so I have to blend it well so it matches the foundation that I've already done. So I do the same thing for the other part too as well. Blend to the eyes, blend to the forehead to match the face. blender. Blend. Whoosh. So I keep blending till it's uniform, till I don't see anything. So I go in back for my brush, my eyebrow brush, and this time around I want to make the entrance of my eyebrow lighter, looks more natural. So I go in with my eyebrow brush to my concealer to make it lighter. So I pick a bit of the concealer and I comb it at the entrance. It fades the pencil that I used for the entrance down, and then I go in for a lighter concealer, which is lighter to my foundation, for my highlight. So as you can see, I'm highlighting under my eyes and close to the side of my nose and my chin. My mouth, I highlight the important parts of my lips, my forehead, and also this time around I decided to highlight I highlight my nose too as well, and I highlight the side of my chin, which is close to my jaw. Then with a contour, in this video I decided to go for my concealer in bronzy for my contour. I decided to go for my LA concealer in bronze as my contour. Yeah, so I'm contouring my forehead. So I want an oval shape, so I decided to do a bit of the forehead and the side as I did earlier. Now I'm contouring the side of my nose. Yeah, so then I go in back for my tapped brush, which is used for my concealing the under my eyes and also my nose areas, which is hard to reach sometimes. So all the brushes I'm using are from BS Mall, yeah. So I dab the concealer that I use for my highlight into under my eyes. And I also dab the excess of the concealer of my chin to my face and blend everything out. So the concealer basically helps me to draw the shape of my lips, which also helps me to highlight the corner of my lips. Yeah. And then go in back to the other side of my face to blend out under my eyes and my forehead. And then my nose. So I'm blending my nose area. My nose area. My nose area and back to there, below my chin, close to my jaw. I'm blending the highlight that I did there. I just wanted to highlight that part because I want an oval shape. Yeah. After I go in for my angled brush, which is good for blush and bronze, but I use it to blend out my contour. So I'm blending out the contour, the liquid contour from my concealer, LA concealer in bronze. So I'm blending the contour to my skin. It's a liquid contour, so I have to blend it so well so it doesn't distort my final look. So we have the powdered one. So I normally use, for this particular video, I'm using the liquid one before I use the powder one. So I'm blending the contour of the side of my nose to my face. So blending it so well to the side of my eyebrows so it matches out. I want my nose to look thinner. That is why I use the liquid. Then I go in for my translucent setting powder to set my face. Oh, I like baking. I love baking. I love to bake my face a lot. So the other time I gave a beauty tips on why I bake my face or why we bake our face as a makeup artist. If you missed that, please check my previous video on the final look of this and you will get the beauty tips on why we bake our face. So I'm setting the important part of my face. So right now I'm doing for my contour parts. So I'm using the setting powder to highlight my contour and also my forehead. Yes, and my eyes. So I set my eyes so my eyeshadow doesn't break out. That's me, okay? That's me. That's the trick that I do. So I set my eyes and also design my nose. Design my nose with it. So I pick in my eyeshadow brush to blend out the setting powder so I can start my eyeshadow. Then I pick my beauty blender again to dab what I did on my face to the skin. So I pick my eyeshadow palette from J-Cut. I pick an earth tone color for my under my eyes. Do the same for the other side. I went in for my mirror because my camera wasn't helping, so I need to see what I'm doing well. So it's still the same earth tone shade that I picked in my eyeshadow palette, and I pick another natural color for my eyes, which is beneath my brows, close to my crease. Then so I tap the color into my eyelid till it becomes visible enough for me to see. I do the same for the other side of my eyes. Yeah, so and then I put it down to pick my mirror to blend it out well, because my phone, I couldn't really see well with my phone. My phone is not my mirror though. A mirror is a mirror. Yeah, so I blend it out to see what I'm doing. Then I pick my crease brush to do a half crease. I love half crease. I don't like full crease, but I do it for clients who love full crease though. So I'm doing a half crease, and the way I crease is very simple, no stress. So I'm doing a half crease now with my favorite concealer, which is in Fawn. Yeah, so that is what I use to crease. So I'm creating my cut crease, which is in half. do same for the other side of my eyes. But when you're creasing, you have to take your time though. Yeah, because we are experts, that's why we do it fast. Because time is not on our side. But you can as well book for one-on-one class and come and learn how to cut crease in half crease and full crease as well. So this is a half crease that I'm doing. Yeah. So when I'm done creasing, I pick back my mirror to look at what I'm doing well and blend it well. Yeah. So I go back for my eyeshadow palette and I pick a shimmer color in orange to tap into my half crease that I created. So I tap into it till it's uniform. Pick a bit and tap into it bit by bit. Yeah, until it becomes clearer. I do the same for the other side of my eyes. Yeah. Tap. Then I go in for my mirror again to see what I'm doing, so I can blend it out. Then I go in for my avatar pre-piece. So my avatar pre-piece highlights the crease that I'm doing. So it's in 48, P48. And it gives me the glow that I need for my crease. Whoosh. Then I go in back again to my eyeshadow to pick the earth tone that I use, which is the lighter tone. Back to my mascara. Yeah, so the mascara brings out my eyes, makes my eyes to pop out. And I know what to do to make my eyes pop out, since my eyes are so sensitive to lashes. Then I highlight under my eyes. I pick 2 shades. So the shade were the lighter one and a loud color in blue, as you saw in the palette, to highlight under my eyes. And I go in for a shimmy color in green, the one that I used for the other corner of my eyelid for my eyes. And then I do the same for the other side. Then I pick my LA Girl Pro Face in Chestnut and Maybelline in Toffee to blend it out. Sorry guys, I lost footage of my final look, but this is the final look of the bridal. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. It wasn't my fault. I just lost the footage. But you can comment below if you still want me to do another bridal video, and I'm going to do just that, just for you guys. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Kindly comment below if you like this bridal inspiration. Also, don't forget to check the details of the products that was used for the video. Yes. Thank you guys. Love you all. Bye.